This is something that, again, you can do at a convenience store just as easily as they do at McDonald's. At Jimmy John's, we used to have some little employee incentives. You know, we'd have a shift and we go, okay, what are we going to push now? Let's push cookies. And we'll see how many people we can sell a cookie to. You know, how many people can we sell a 75-cent pickle to? And it's amazing how much you can sell. How many of you have been to Little Caesars? You ever heard of a product called Crazy Bread? Yep. It's the greatest invention ever. $1.59 retail, 13-cent cost. It's made out of pizza dough. It's just cut 8 times. That's all it is. You throw a little kosher salt on, a little garlic butter, you sell it for $1.59. You're making $1.40 in change in pure profit. 40% of all the pizzas that go out the door have a Crazy Bread. 40%. So that's why Little Caesars can sell pizzas so low, because they're making $1.40 on a throwaway product. And if it were up on the menu and no one said, hey, would you like Crazy Bread with that pizza? You probably wouldn't buy it. But the fact that they push it, and then when you throw on a sauce, you're making over $2 profit, which is just pizza sauce, by the way. It's an unbelievable way for you to drive business. And you haven't done anything. It hasn't cost you anything. All it's cost you is a little bit of time to say to your employees, let's really push this product. When I was at Clark, we used to push the heck out of 3-pack cigarettes. And while the industry kept on going down 1 or 2% a year, we were going up 8 and 10% a year. Why? Because we pushed it. And it wasn't our Marlboros were not any different than Speedway. It's just that we pushed it. We had buttons, ask me about our 3-pack sale. We had banners, and then we had incentives, internal incentives to drive the suggestive sale. And then you could do something simple here. If you had like a 1-page employee newsletter, at the end of every month, you could say, you know, Sally sold the most cookies, Bob sold the most, you know, Snickers. Any way that you want to track it, the peer recognition for these kids that are making minimum wage is very compelling. They're going to be excited about that. So if you take the time, maybe, you know, you got 1-page newsletter and half of it is dedicated to, you know, next month's promotions. A quarter of it is dedicated to the employee stars of the month, and then maybe you got the other quarter is dedicated to cleaning tip of the month that we're going to follow. You know, you do something as simple as that, that 20-year-old kid is actually going to go home going, you know what, I got my name in the newsletter. That's big. That's really big. It may seem trivial to you, but to a 20-year-old, that's pretty big.